Tambula Zivawa, the
Now,
organization there.
I did transport and logistics.
That's what you studied at Boots.
Yes, and I'm good at logistics. So I know how to plan, to maneuver everything. Now, they arrested me so many times that I can't tell, because by then no one knew me. They can put you anywhere. I remember one of the scenarios that I'll never forget is when I took myself at the police to be arrested.
You took yourself to the police?
Because it used to be my game. I didn't have where to sleep. Yeah, you take yourself, they will arrest you.
And tomorrow, then you sleep there?
Yes.
Of
course, tomorrow you will tell them, I was soliciting signatures. And here the details, they call Electoral Commission will verify, and you continue. And you remember it was during COVID. Once they get you, you in past time. So the moment I can't forget is that time when I lacked where to sleep. I took myself to police. They were like, for us, we can't keep anyone here because we've checked your documents. You're legally allowed to move anytime you want. Kazanyo bakaguddemu. So
yes.
From there I went to the mosque. Now upon reaching the mosque, because I could ask, is there
which district is this? Do you remember?
That was around the Nakasongola, I think. So I asked, they were like, there is a mosque there, but I saw like bush. So I went to a lady, and that lady, I asked her to sleep where she stores her goats. At first she saw it okay.
Did she recognize you that you're a presidential candidate?
Could you even convince anyone? A president wants to sleep in a goat's house. You know what it means? That's why when I see people bragging, I'm a president, what? Baba just bavimba mu buvimbi. Echa president chiri beyond that, I'm telling you, my brother. When avimba mu buvimbi siwewa president. It is beyond that. So when I asked the lady told me, you know what? Let me first go and inquire from the chairman. They took me to the chairman. Upon reaching, the chairman was too drunk. President, tombulira.
Bino bikola osola mu muzigiti, osola ku poliisi.
Nasolako ne mu ddwaliro kati bankuba empiso. The mistake I made the first time, that was around Nebi, I slept in the hospital. Now, when I reached Arua, I didn't know that it was a woman hospital. So when I reached there, I didn't know that it was a women hospital. I slept there, so they were like, you young man, what are you doing here?
So you just walk into a hospital and get a room and sleep, or?
And sleep there.
Nga ki ekikuwaliriza bino byonna, nga lwaki obonaabona?
You know, sometimes I hear people saying Katumba, Mr. Museveni brought him, blah, 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 and I look at them. Sometimes even I don't have answers for them because I know the pain I went through, the price I paid. That's why people who knows me better, I'm sure they know I don't brag about that. They know that I'm really humble. I'm sure even you've tested me. They know me as a simple man because it did not come out of braggart.
Yes.
It came out of effort. So when I look at someone coming out saying Katumba Museveni here, I'm late. Sometimes even I reach a place and I'm like, really?
So let's talk about that.
I feel like even crying about that.
Idea over propaganda, over the entire saying that Katumba, President Museveni Amuleta is a project of the president. When does it land in your ears the first time?
Now, this is the truth that people should know. When I went to nomination, Remember when I used to solicit signatures, people had that propaganda that is Museveni's spy.
That you're a spy.
That is what the first propaganda was there. But they reached a point where they could see they really Kagai Keiya. The guy is just a normal person, Keiya Weiya. So they could sympathize with me. So people gave me their signature. That's why even after nomination, people used to welcome me as someone they saw with nothing, now putting victory somewhere. You understand? People could see the name Katumba moving like wildfire. Little did they know that there is some work really that was done.
Underground, sleeping in hospitals, byembuzi,
ekyembuzi bakinyima
otambula the entire night.
Katonda yagamba president talina kusula mu kiyumba kya mbuzi.
Oh yeah.
No, when I reached another police station, then they are around Kafo. There is a distance there.
There is a huge distance, my friend. There's a huge distance from Nakasongola to Kafo.
Around there, they allowed me to sleep in a car. Yes. Now that thing of President Museveni's project, I've seen a challenge with the Ugandans. They do not appreciate someone's effort. But I think that's why they are suffering. I'm sorry to use that word. Someone you don't know. He came onto scene. You know the reality. That is the same person you saw walking without a car. You understand? It's the same person you used to contribute money for. Now, how can you be fooled that is a project to the president? The first thing I heard it from social media that Balaam said so.
Biaranga, Barugahara.
Yes, right now the youth minister
for the youth.
Yes. That is when I first heard about that. But even I could hear some people of Noop could, say such things. At first it used to hurt me a lot because they didn't know the price I paid. I repeat that word. They didn't know the price I paid.
Yes.
But later, I looked at it as a diversion for me to move from where I'm focusing that has value to be in a defensive world saying, I'm not a project, instead of telling people
what you want to do,
what the country needs from me.
There's been relationship and not very nice words said about you, Gojekecha project, because you brought about the National Unity Platform Party. How is your relation with Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, Bobi Wine?
Because
you are a presidential candidate.
To be honest,
yes.
I'm honest with you.
Please.
I have no issue with him. The only day that he said the word that really hurt me so bad is when he came on the pulpit saying that Museveni will pick blah 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 blah, the Katumba oil is from here, there, what? My fellow president, I don't know whether he deserves that.
But you don't know whether he deserves to be called president?
I'm sorry to use that word. But the day he uttered that word out, I really felt so bad. It came at a point where we met with the Mr. Now, this is how it happened. We met with Mr. Mugisha Muntu, whom really I was happy to
You mean the recent encounter or before?
We've never, even before I could even go to the what? To the, because me, I have no enemy in terms of politics. My enemy is that the situation we are going through is my enemy. You will see me smiling with everyone. You will see me working with anyone, as long as you're adding value to the nation.
So, Bogama, you mean you and Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, or I don't know, explain that.
When I use the word we, I mean I'm no longer I. Yes.
You and your team.
Me and my team. Actually, that word was fighting the young people. Let me bring how it started. It started when we had a small engagement with Mr. Grogali, Geno Mutu. I was really happy to meet him. Then, all of a sudden, a weird tweet comes in. With due respect, I did not return the tweet.
Ugamba tweet from Muntu?
Yes.
This is what you posted.
Yes.
On your Twitter, you say you and him and Wadri Cassiano
yes.
had sat and met and talked about issues concerning unity. That's what you said. Concerning unity and, national development. So he comes out and denies and says that.
With a picture there?
Yeah, with a picture. N'agamba nti wamusanga ku hotel. N'obasaba ekifaananyi. It was just a photo moment. And this is tweeted by him.
By him, like the way the other one tweeted by me. Now let me give you an example. If there wasn't any logic, can me and Mr. Muntu just meet and take a pic and depart?
Mwesanga ku hotel.
Ne webeera nga mwekonyeko bwekonyi. Kiyinza okubeerawo nti take a pic and you depart. Kiraba making a sense. However,
yes,
with due respect, that one I let it pass.
Ekyamuntu.
Yes, because it doesn't carry. If you against unity, it is up to you.
But
listen to the tweet.
Yes.
If it was more about unity.
Yes.
If you against the unity, it is up to you. 2, that was a tweet by morning. I remember I tweeted that thing in the morning, and it gained the It gained attention.
It had a huge.
Yes.
Attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
When it picked attention, they replied me after it getting attention. You understand?
Attention, they wouldn't have replied.
I don't know.
Wait, okay.
As it is still there.
Yes.
That was around 8. That was Geno Muntu's what? Reply. And it hurt me, but I respected him because of really who he is. And it is something I saw and I'm like, what? I still have time. So, around 2 o'clock, Mr. Bobby Wines also hits. And I'm like, what is happening with these people? Are they fighting the young people? If I join Katumba, so I'm not going to join Noop. You understand? It is not a war. You understand? If I say that I met so and so, it is not bad. Even I remember after that statement, I talked to Rubongoya and I'm like, you really people, what have you done? We had the engagement with him. He was like, when now we're against the Nolabisa Geno, such things. So I'm like,
but did you actually meet?
Did I get the pic from heaven?
Did you talk about issues concerning unity?
Can I meet and we don't discuss about that? Let me tell you, my one focus is to see Uganda won. Let me tell you, Ugandans, I want you to pick this. If you vote wrongly, if we are disunited, we will become slaves in other countries. Nchidamu mu Uganda, we mulondo obubi, nadala the young generation, pick it from me. I've taken a very big burden that needs someone to sit down. Actually, in the movie, it will come out clear that it needs someone to really understand what I'm going through. There are so many people who have been given a chance or taste of power. What have they done? They have a budget, government budget. What have they done? Let me tell you, Ugandans, we have moved from a level of just bragging that I'm, the principal, I'm the president.
When you say principal, it feels like...
Even me, I'm called the principal. Bro, I'm called the principal. But it is beyond to be a principal. It is about how is the old man down there feel your impact.
It's like you don't see eye to eye with the
No. I repeat right now, me and Mr. Bobby Wine, we have no issue. And I remember in the Twitter I said the last time we met, we have ever met with him. The last time we met, he was like, kasajja gwe wali ontwala. And I'm like, hey.
He said that?
He said, kasajja gwe wali ontwala. Mugamba, it is okay. Ask the people around him, they are aware. Kasajja gwe wali ontwala. Mugamba, you know, we need a better Uganda. Okay. And my generation also is showing that we can take over the mantle. Nagamba, thank you very much. Tewakiriza kugula. Ne mugamba, yeah, though I'm poor and very young, I know the future is bright. When the attention before we continue, there is something I want to emphasize. Young people, before they divert you, you know, real gold doesn't glitter.
Even original shoes don't glitter.
Akagata akalungi kafanana nga we kakola ki. Naye let me tell you, whenever you see something glittering, just know it's just trying to be gold.
But it is not the original.
It's not the original.
You get it the mungero.
And that's why I told you I'm 50 years above the thing. So a lot has been put on table.
When they've given you some offers for you?
Offers have been there.
Like?
I can't mention, but they have been there. I'm telling you. But I'm like, now, if I let go of the young people, me, I'm lucky that I'm chosen, maybe by God, that I did what young people couldn't do. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, in our era, it has taken, now let me start, it has taken Mr. Bobby Wine 40 years to do what I did in 20s. It took Mr. Museveni more than 30-something years to do what I did.
In your 20s?
In my 20s.
In the history of the world, you are among the very few people in their 20s to contest for a presidency of a country.
Yes. And it is not about contesting. It is about the impact in contesting.
Listen, to be a head of a state,
there are
some requirements. Waliwo abantu engeri gye balina okukulabamu. Economical experience, leadership experience, military experience, because eggwanga gwaba alifuga. So you come in your 20s, toina muchala, toina mwana. At that time,
Yes.
Toina mwana.
Even now I'm still in my 20s, bro.
You're 20 what now?
Now I'm 27.
27. So you expected people who have children your age, who have businesses they've invested in, people who have huge enterprises in this country, to entrust you with the country.
Now let me bring the thing clear. If it needed experience, by now professors in economics or professors in politics would have been the one leading this country. You understand? The challenge we are facing is that we do undermine innovation and ideology. That's why I started with the word, anything that glitters, it's not gold.
So as a young man in your 20s now, honestly speaking, after the Karuru comes, of course, did you expect to win? Of course not.
Of course I expected to win. If I wasn't expecting to win, wulira singa nali nsuubira nti sigenda kuwininga, why did I transit the whole country? Of course. Wait, did you know that will happen on the ballot paper?
No, of course.
Even happening on the ballot paper was a miracle.
Okay, now.
So miracles can keep on
happening.
Yes. That's why I voted myself, and I promised myself the first vote to be cast by me could be me.
How many people voted for you, if you remember?
30 plus.
30
plus.
Tiwaweza chikumi.
Hey, when I talk about that, I mean in thousands.
Are you serious?
Yes. But I gave myself the whole of me into it.
I saw a picture of you, John Katumba, when you did hair like mine.
I know.
Dreadlocks.
Let me tell you, that's how they wanted me to look. But the real me,
that picture was Photoshop, it wasn't you.
You know, young people, ekigamba nakikozeseza mu luzungu tumanye kye twagala bajja kututeekako amaviiri nga we baagala bajja gamba nti President Museveni yatuleese, bajja kwogera byonna naye ffe tumanyi ekituufu. Let me tell you, there is an error in generations.
Error?
Yes.
Mubamu ensobi mu generations?
Muberamu ensobi. Let me tell you, there is a generation, I'm sure of mwalimu ensobi. So nyiwo okugamba waliwo generation mwe twalowooleza nti okusiba empale balance kyakabi, because that is what their generation could bring. Waliwo generation mwe twalowooza nti okuba tatu madredi what kutambula nga obouncinga kyakabi. That was their generation. Now in Katumba's generation we are focused, how can we make Uganda a better place? Kati bano abalowoleza in the other thing, they will think that we also going to, no, we are also going to booze, no, we are also going, because that's what they did during their youthful stage. There is no any job they will give you that he has given you a job under the door.
Okay.
It is clear. If Katumba is appointed as an ambassador somewhere, it will be very, very clear that Katumba. So when you come out to that Katumba was given a big job, young people, move mu byambo.
My question was that option would have been there.
Yes, yes.
Why did you choose to stay low? And also kind of and then I think there was
sabulamu mberayo just because emyaka ja ebikolwa byange tebituuka mu media ate media eri expensive for me to accommodate.
Okay.
Let me tell you, let me be honest. There is I cannot come out and be with the same media force like the people who are earning 5 billion a year plus. You understand? Neither you will find me the only media platform I will be having is my social media. You understand? That is the real me. Now, there is no way you will find Katumba on TV yet he cannot even afford feeding the people on TV. When I was leaving my home over my village, the first day, even the people on the street used to put a certain poster for the president they used to want at that time. Now, not only that, when I discuss issues, I discuss national matters.
Now you discuss national matters. You don't speak for. I hear you.
We discuss national matters.
Yeah.
When you come to me, you'll be coming to me knowing that you're going to discuss national matters.
As someone who has
and
a mind of heading the country.
Of course, you had when I met you, I'm like, hey, hello, sir, how are you? Then I'm like, what's your name? You said I'm Mr. Henry. You heard how I told you. Henry is not a name. Till you gave me your other name. Where do you come from? Mbarara. Oh, then we started discussing about what is in Mbarara.
Yes.
You know? You see what, yes.
National matters.
National matters. And even people from Karamoja, when they come to me, we shall discuss about Karamoja and we see how we can do Karamoja a better place.
As we ending this,
I know it won't end. Yes. You see, you're out of words.
I know. I'm trying to see how to bring it out best because I see a T-shirt of the National Revival Coalition.
Yes, NRC.
NRC.
Wow.
Do you have aspirations of ever okudamu kwesimba, and when? Because I think Akalulu is around the corner.
Of course, 2020,
2025. Now, yeah.
We are going to be in the race as young people. This is who we are. Nkugambye kino kyetuli NRC, National Revival Coalition. For us, we don't have enmity. I repeat my statement. And if anyone gets me wrong, I'm really sorry. I do apologize for everyone if you get me wrong. My main issue, why I use the national, because it is national matters, I told you. We discuss national matters. Revival. Our country needs to be revived. When I talk about revival, meaning to, some people say it is born again. Yeah, born again means reviving, bringing the country in the ditch we are seeing it into where it is supposed to be. Then coalition. It doesn't need only Munyankole, Muchiga, what, NRM, NUP, what. No. For us, we say, if you have a great idea that adds on the nation, other things aside, come we coordinate, we merge, we create that big effort to change the nation. Our main target is to see Uganda great. As you see, making our nation
Great.
Are you seeing?
Yes.
That is the target. When Uganda is okay, I'm sure the whole world will be okay.
I'm looking forward to having you again when the campaigns really begin. I hope that
today we didn't come to campaign.
No, we are not.
I
But,
don't want us to campaign.
There are some young people that have been added onto the government in different positions, ministers, an opportunity which I asked you earlier on if you would have gone for, and you said no. But what is your thought when you look at
Now
such
let me
young people
let me tell you.
appointed in different
Let me tell you.
positions?
Let me start. I was too excited to see Mrs. Nyamtoro
Yes.
being appointed as a minister. You know why? I'm like, at least young people, we are coming into decision making positions. Let me tell you, this is not about colors and what. When I see a young man taking on a position, I see Katumba taking on a position.
You see yourself in that young person?
Yes, because I know this young man, he's not corrupt, that is number one. He has suffered enough. He knows the reality. Let me tell you, I want to bring it clear. We have 3 generations. We have a generation that believed in fighting with a gun. You understand? Work hard and you'll be where you're supposed to be. We have a generation that believed in a pen. This pen is the key to what? To success. And so many people have grown rich because of that. We have almost everything, but now our battle is opportunity.
Okay. Unfortunately, we are out of time. I could keep you here for the rest of the evening. But have you ever met with President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni physically? Have you ever talked to him? Have you ever met him?
To be honest, I repeat that statement, and I'm very clear on TV. I, John Katumba, has never met with Mr. Museveni. However, if anything goes wrong, I write to him. To be honest, I remember the last time I talked about that, the State House called me, the president is too busy. Let me tell you.
But have you ever written to him and he doesn't respond?
They don't.
But you write to them?
I don't know even whether it reaches them, because my obligation as opposition is to advise. You understand? That is my obligation. Like when he gets power, when I get power, and I give him his good retirement package. Listen. Retirement package. Future.
When it comes to Muhoozi, have you ever, reached out to him? Have you ever talked to him?
Mr. CDF. To be honest, I'm in a different world. Because they undermine me. I'm honest. Maybe they think I'm joking. But me, I'm serious. And I have a generation I'm representing that is on my back, whom we are hungry together, whom we are poorly fed together, and whom went to school but have no opportunities. The same generation that is working as slaves out there, the same generation that is being misused by the opportunists who have money, the same generation that is being raped, the same generation that is being with young people as mothers.
We can do this for the rest of the day. More of stories. You can follow him on his social media platforms. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for, amidst your busy schedule, sharing your story with us.
Don't forget to say for God and my what?
For God and my country.
Katumba oye.
Katumba oye. Ladies and gentlemen, former presidential candidate who has hinted on coming back again. The political environment is going to change very soon. My name is Mr. Henry. It was will take you on all our social media platforms about what you think. Until next time, if you haven't subscribed, those of you that are watching online, remember to subscribe.